are hardcore.
They are.
Bees
They're
are great.
so
I love
cute,
bees.
and they're so good for us. And, you know, it just seems like they got their society just, like, figured out. They're fascists.
I mean, very efficient, the fascists.
I will die on this hill.
I would argue that bees are communists, not necessarily fascist, because they will violently overthrow their ruler who does not please them, as opposed to being held under the iron, whatever a bee equivalent of a fist would be. I would argue that they're
Iron Wing.
No, I gotta see what is the end of an insect leg called.
I feel like communists and fascists have a history of strong leadership. What would make a bee more communist as opposed to fascistic?
It would be the iron tarsus.
Is that what the little gripper's called?
Welcome back to I Seduce the Dragon. This is a D&D podcast where we are kind of playing Icewind Dale, the Rime of the Frostmaiden. I'm Jess. I'm your DM, and I play the world. And I have an Icewind Dale breaker for you all today. The question is, what is the most embarrassing way that your character, has ever gotten an injury?
Wait, so the way my character has gotten an injury?
Yes.
Oh, man. I mean, my character, Erastus Brainerd the 12th, Satyr
That's Ryan
Artificer.
Keely.
I'm getting there. Fae Prince does not remember the most embarrassing injury he's ever had because he has self-inflicted amnesia. I will admit to my most embarrassing self-injury, though, which is I gave myself a concussion standing up into a shelf at a tanning salon, telling them that the bed had not been turned on yet. And then reconcussed myself a week later by sparring in boxing practice.
Oh my gosh. That one's kind of cool though, at least. It's not that embarrassing.
No, I'm in a tanning salon? That's fucking embarrassing.
That one is. The sparring, I kind of get.
Was that before that Foxy boxing match in Vegas?
No, that was just this past year.
Oh, amazing. Because I still think about that weekend in Vegas a lot.
That was a good weekend.
The most horrifying thing happened, which is also a good story.
Oh, yeah.
Ryan was like wearing these like skinny jean type pants and was like,
We got to Vegas at 3 a.m. We got
Yeah.
into Vegas at 3 a.m. I am booked to compete in a celebrity boxing event called Alice Mania to raise money for skate parks for underserved areas. We get it to Vegas. We're like, you know what? Let's just put on a quick outfit and go down and get a cocktail. Because even though I need to go right to bed, like we're here, we're getting a drink. It's Vegas. I put on an outfit. Flanders put on an outfit.
we're walking on the casino floor. And Ryan's like, oh, there's something like itchy. I think like there's like a tag or something in these pants. And like slides her arm down into her pant leg to get it. And it's like, oh, I got it. Well, I don't know what that is. It's kind of big, and pulls out a dead lizard that her cats had left inside of her pant leg. And we both scream and drop it on the floor. And we're dying laughing. And
Oh
then
my God.
finally we like get our shit together. I'm like, okay, you know what? We're making a scene. I'm gonna I've got my little cocktail napkin in my hand because I got my cocktail. I'm gonna go grab it. Reach to grab it. It is not a dead lizard. It's a live lizard.
God.
I scream again.
I scream again. We both scream again.
Oh my
I
God.
scream, you scream. We all scream for a live
Lizard in your pants.
Oh my God. The pants that you were wearing.
She was just wearing a dead lizard for a minute.
That is amazing.
A live lizard.
Lizard.
A living lizard,
Oh my
yeah.
God.
I think security even came, and it was like the most awkward
Security
conversation.
did not come. Security did not come for way too long. They didn't come the first time I screamed, and they did not come the second time that both of us screamed. It was only when we were acting suspicious, trying to dispose of a body in a trash can, did security come. Because the
like-
Hard Rock is trash.
When he got there. Dead lizard. A live
I mean,
lizard.
look, maybe they just thought that lizard was your number one fan.
I will say, I do believe a lot of people would pay good money to
That's what I'm saying.
be discovered inside of Ryan Keely's pant
What a
leg.
way to go. What a way to die.
Direct your giantism customs to my OnlyFans.
And then later that night, we got to watch the craziest hotel fight between a couple I've ever seen, where they were like screaming at each other. And then she's like throwing his shit out into the hallway. And there's like four of us in the hotel room. And we like put a phone camera up to the peephole so that we could all watch on the phone screen. Because we're just like shoving each other, fighting over who got to look out the peephole. We're like, technology has solved this. I have some good pictures.
That's genius.
Anyways,
Oh my God.
God, it was the best
That was a good weekend.
weekend. I have a video too, but the
Oh,
picture is all you need.
wow.
It was so dramatic.
That tells such a story.
Dang.
Yeah.
That does.
We're going to put that picture in the Patreon. If you are not a member of our Patreon, you should be. Come be our best friend. It's $5 a month. We are putting our own money to make this podcast come to you. This is a labor of love. And if you love it, give us a little love in my love language, cash. Patreon.com / is it ISTD pod or I Seduce the Dragon?
It's patreon.com, I Seduce the Dragon.
Sorry, I just found the picture of the lizard.
Oh my gosh, I have to see.
Oh, we'll get it.
You can see why we thought it was dead.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So cute, and he already lost his tail. Defense number one going.
Oh my
know.
god.
He's got nothing left going for him.
By his pose, he knows that. He realizes it.
He's given up.
Those two pictures together are like a very good same but different, you know?
Yeah.
Similar energy.
I've never identified so hard with an animal.
You are that lizard.
Being trapped in my pants?
Being plucked
Well,
out
no.
of Ryan Keely's pants and thrown on the ground and just being like,
Flung to
I
the
just
floor.
mean in this picture, in this specific picture.
he also had a rough day.
Hi, my name is Cristina Van Epps, and I am playing Tohri Cole, the elf rogue. And Tohri is an alcoholic, so I feel like he's done a lot of stupid things that have gotten himself hurt. The most embarrassing, I could see him doing that thing where it's like, I'm gonna climb up this thing. I can totally do that. Watch me, I'm so cool. While he's like 8 drinks in or whatever, and then he gets like halfway up and just beefs it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely showboating.
I feel like that has happened in this campaign.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, this is tickling a memory.
Yeah.
I'm Dana. I'm playing Gentry Rose, Bitter Creek Dumont, human cleric, and mysterious woman who dabbles in necromancy. The art of necromancy.
Man, this character development.
Gentry's most embarrassing way she's ever been injured goes back to when we were still doing dwarf launching,
Gnome tossing?
Gnome
gnome
throwing.
tossing.
Gnome throwing.
Gnome throwing up at the Honeyfucker. She had brought the human cannonball contraption from her circus troupe to set up inside the Honeyfucker. She thought it was going to be like an amazing addition to the show. And it got jammed up by Alfie, and she like went to like peek inside to be like, "What's going on?" And then it launched, and Alfie shot her. She got shot with Alfie right in the face, dislocated her shoulder, probably mostly hurt her pride, but she did launch Alfie into her face directly.
It was Alfie. I imagine that Alfie was also hurt in this interaction.
I feel like he was wearing a helmet.
Yeah,
He's definitely wearing a
He
helmet.
had the helmet. Oh, yeah.
yeah, because it was adorable.
I run a respectable establishment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dana just Looney Tunes herself. Not
Yeah.
Dana, Gentry. Looney
Yeah.
Tunes
for
herself.
sure.
Oh, hi, I'm Flanders. I play Martha Sinclair, half-elf paladin. I'm going to say Martha's most embarrassing injury was kind of a series of injuries. Martha for sure went through a nunchucks phase.
I can see it 100%. 100%.
I believe there were some like black eyes, cracked teeth, broken ribs. Like Martha has grit. She does not have finesse or intelligence. So I feel like she just tried a lot, thinking practice makes perfect, and practice does not make perfect sometimes. Sometimes practice just makes you really bruised and hurt.
So good. Okay, a little bit of a recap. Not a ton to recap this week, but last time everyone had a kumbaya and we're all friends now.
Everything's great.
Can tell by your faces that that is a true statement. Tohri and Gentry wrapped up their affairs back in town, back in Tourmaline. Don't look at me like that, Ryan Keely. I said it right.
I didn't know that you had trouble saying that word until today, and it just feels like 3 years into this campaign. It's a weird time for me to find out.
Little do you know, I've actually been pronouncing it differently every time. But in the context, you knew what I was talking about, because there is a gem, there's a stone called
Tourmaline. Yeah.
Tourmaline.
But the book makes the town a bastardization of that word, Tourmaline, where they mine tourmaline. And I decided not to make that your problem. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, Tohri and Gentry wrapped up their affairs back in Tourmaline. They said goodbye to all the main NPCs, and they bought an axe beak. A specifically morally gray axe beak.
The love of my life.
Pinky?
Pinkus.
Pinkus.
My best boy. Pinkus.
All piss fingers.
Pinkus piss fingers.
No. Erastus, meanwhile, back at camp, used the Gossiper's diary on himself and learned a real secret, that subtle lines have begun to appear on his perfectly moisturized face.
It's the stress in the cold winter air. It's really getting to him.
Erastus is finally motivated to end this winter.
Winter is so drying.
Winter is so dry.
So bad.
Truly.
The lengths Jess will go to motivate my character. Diabolical.
It's really important to know your players in this game. And that's essentially, I believe, where we left off.
Were we on the road? Had we left? Had we left camp? I feel like I'm packed.
We recollected Sven.
Yeah.
We made it back to the camp.
Yeah.
There was the Malachi in the room.
The body situation. Yeah.
Oh, how could I forget? Of course.
Yeah.
Gentry decided to show off her latest abilities and resurrect a dead body. Specifically, the dead body who is Erastus's ex-lover who also tried to kill Martha, and the schism that ensued.
Yeah.
I thought she was over him.
Dana. Is that Dana or who, do I have to yell at Dana or Gentry right now? I don't remember.
Point of clarity, it was animate dead, not resurrection, because that is a different spell.
Yeah, it was animated.
You turned Martha's attempted murderer and Erastus's ex-boyfriend into a little puppet, a little dead corpse puppet.
A meat puppet.
Don't see why Martha would mind that. Do see why Erastus would.
Okay. I need Gentry's journey to be learning. I have no problem with the necromantic arts. I feel like you are leading necromantic arts and crafts right now. It's like a very macaroni necklace move of you.
Fair. I'll take that note.
It's not even a necklace. That macaroni has been glued to a piece of construction paper.
To a dead lizard.
with dried stick glue, like a dried glue stick that's not even the good kind of glue.
Yeah, just school paste with dead lizards glued on construction paper.
Yeah.
Look, I'm just excited she's finally making friends.
Nice.
But yes, we did then decide to head out, finally, to the Sea of Moving Ice.
So it's the four of you, Sven, and Pinkus.
Pinkus piss fingers.
That's not canon. It's not.
Not that. Nope. It's a no for me, dog.
So we are, yes, it is the four of us, Sven, Baroque and Rococo pulling the sled, and Pinkus the Axebeak.
Correct.
All headed towards the Sea of Moving Ice.
You're headed towards the Sea of Moving Ice. It is going to be a 3-day journey. Through the wilderness, but I'm not going to make you roll cold survival checks because you all have been blessed with resistance to cold, all except for Sven.
If only there was someone who could keep Sven warm. Erastus.
Oh, okay.
That's your
You're teaming
cue.
me up. You're teaming me up. See, this is why you could get as many Olympians as you wanted. And I would get 0.
Aw.
No, I'm a wingman.
No, you're not a wingman. You've got so much swagger.
There is enough Olympians for everybody.
Yeah.
Don't operate from a scarcity mindset. Thrive in 25.
I love that. I love that.
Oh, Pincus and Sven can keep each other warm. If Erastus...
I don't think that Pincus is a cuddler. He doesn't strike me as a cuddler, Pincus.
He's fine. Someone can sit with him on the sled. It's fine. Snuggle up under a blankie.
Erastus.
You know I'm too shy to do that, guys. Don't try to force it to happen. I've got to,
He's got to come to it at his own time.
yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Come to it.
Oh, okay. All right.
This episode is dedicated to patron subscriber Jessica Babiak. We couldn't do it without you, boo. Is this like a chatty situation? I feel like 3 days is a long... There could be some chopping it up.
100%.
All right. Well, as I am masterfully navigating the sled at Sven's direction with the icy gusts pulling at the tendrils of my locks, looking wintry, majestic, carved out of a mountain.
Poetry.
I'm going to ask Sven if he's ever been to the Feywild. Sven, have you ever been to the Feywild?
Sorry, I can't say I have.
I would like to roll charisma, just because I think that that's important in this context of getting people to tell you stuff.
Okay.
That's a 17.
17.
Atta girl.
You rolled an incredible charisma check. So as Sven is whittling on something and riding the sled, he says, I'm afraid I have never been to the Feywild, although I've never met anyone like you who might convince me to try.
Oh. Do I seem particularly Fey to you?
Well, the whole satyr situation kind of gave you away.
His Fadar was just going off the charts.
Boo. Boo.
So good.
That was pretty good. Pretty good.
Dana loves and appreciates me.
That was peak Flanders, and I love it.
Well, I mean, yeah. Are there any publications in the Feywild, like gossip newspapers or scrolls or something? I don't know if I've been there or not, but I feel like I should learn about my lore, my history, where my people came from.
You don't know if you've been there?
I do not remember anything where I am not an adult in this land of Icewind Dale. Absolutely nothing. I have been a tavern owner of the Honeyfucker for as long as I can remember.
Are you making new memories?
Sometimes, but that's a hit or a miss if I remember what I've done or had done to me.
Does it have anything to do with whatever injury cost you your eye?
It's probably not good to have tentacles living inside you, but it did feel like a friend.
I'd be surprised that someone like you doesn't make friends that easily.
Thanks, Sven.
Just stating the obvious.
Question. Eye patch or no eye patch? Because Gentry's got some magic skills, and I'm trying to decide if I should put old blue eye back in. You want 2 blue or 1? And I wink with the non-eye patched eye.
Can you wink with one eye?
Kind of horrifying, but in a charming way.
Well, he kind of smiles a little bit. He chuckles and he takes a long pause. You hear the scrape of his blade against whatever he's working on, and he says, honestly, I think that's up to you, whatever makes you feel most attractive. But as an option, what do you think of this? And he hands you a wooden eye patch.
A wooden eye patch.
I figured a fae might like something kind of natural.
Oh my gosh, I love it. This eye patch is trash. And I rip it off my face right then, giving him just a real, because he's on the sled in front of me. He's like, no, he's close. So he's seeing what's under. And I attach the wooden eye patch that he has given me in place of the one that I have discarded.
He reaches out and he turns your chin up so he can look at how it fits.
Who's driving?
I am. It's a sled.
Okay.
We're going in the general direction.
Go in a direction.
Okay.
Yeah. It takes more work to turn the dogs than to keep them going straight.
My question is just, who is the third party being forced to
Listen?
to listen? Because at least two people can be on the axe beak. So who's on the?
Well, it's your axe beak, Tohri. Who else is on?
I'm on the axe beak.
So who else is with you on the axe beak?
I think you were telling me about how to be a person.
Data is not on my sled.
Gentry.
But is Gentry though?
Gentry is on the axe beak. Martha is on the sled.
That's
Okay,
fair.
so I'm on the sled.
Yeah, Gentry is in trouble.
So Martha's just snuggled up next to these guys.
I imagine I'm in between them.
He reaches around Martha to pick up your chin and examine how the eye patch fits. And he says, I'll make an adjustment for you. It'll fit like a glove.
Do I take it off and give it back?
You tell me. You're
Okay.
You're the one with arms and
Sled. So I hit. Okay, here you go.
thanks. And he'll keep working on it. Just keep working away.
And I've just got wind in my hole.
You're airing out your brain.
Oh, I think we almost killed Jess.
I've been thinking some very heavy thoughts. It's time for a good old brain airing.
Gotta let him out.
I think that might be the name of this episode, Wind in My Hole.
In my hole.
I've got wind in my hole.
While Sven is making the adjustment, he says, Martha, I don't mean to pry, but why didn't you choose to ride with your husband?
Things are a little awkward ever since my slut husband cheated on me, and it turns out he doesn't even think he's my husband, really, even though we're absolutely married. We did ceremony and everything.
A spousal tent was turned down, Sven. It's very serious, the state of this marriage.
Yes.
Long ago, I was given some advice to never go to bed angry.
Well, we've technically never gone to bed together, so...
Well, then are you technically even married?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think we're maybe only technically married, but not married in any other sense.
I mean, I suppose that works for plenty of people.
Right?
Are you opposed to?
Oh, no. I'm opposed to my husband doing those activities with other people.
Fair.
I'm open to
That
it.
is not fair. If you're not keeping your man satisfied,
Tohri's never tried.
I want to just draw a lot of attention to the face that Cristina just made when you said that. Which was like a meerkat that had just bitten a lemon.
Very specific. Sven, I'm just kind of an old-fashioned girl, and I just think when you marry someone, you're not supposed to sleep with other random old gnome women or whatever the hell that mean lady is.
What mean lady?
I nudge Martha in the kidneys if I'm standing behind her.
Oh, my kidney.
Ixnay on the Amesnay.
She only speaks giant and common.
Pig Latin's not one of my languages. Sorry.
Martha doesn't speak Pig Latin.
Yeah.
Even though you did during your wedding ceremony.
Okay, fine. Canonically, Martha speaks
Pig
Pig Latin. Yeah, I mean, it's some woman that Tohri's known for a while, and I've met her in passing. It's just
This continues to be none of my business, but why'd you get married?
I made a magic weapon, so Tohri had to be my best friend for 10 days. That was our deal. And then we were actually a really good fighting team. And then I just remember I got advice growing up like my mom would always tell me that I should marry my best friend, and I've never had a best friend before. And I had a best friend, but only for 10 days. So I was like, now's my chance. And Gentry was like, hey, I have a spell called Ceremony, and you guys will get some pretty sweet bennies if you get married.
Yeah, but you're leaving all those bennies on the table, you know? What's a better than a best friend is a best friend with bennies, you know?
Well, I assumed that would like kind of happen. I just was kind of waiting for Tohri to make a move.
Well, maybe Tohri thinks you're ugly.
Can I insight check if Tohri thinks I'm ugly?
That's your response? You're going to not say anything and just look over at him and evaluate whether he thinks you're ugly.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, insight check.
I don't think this has ever occurred to Martha before.
Great. New insecurity unlocked. Well done,
Yeah,
Erastus.
insecurity check. Okay, I have a +1 to insight, so. Oh, nat 20, baby.
Oh my gosh.
That's a 21.
Oh,
Does Tohri think Martha's pretty?
yes.
You know, honestly, I think maybe the problem is he thinks I'm too pretty because Orgate is hideous and he's really into her.
Maybe because you're so pretty, because obviously you're friends with me, that maybe you make him insecure and he would have a performance issue with you.
It's probably that's got to be it.
You're like intimidatingly hot.
Yeah, nothing else makes sense.
Yes.
I'm so glad we figured this out. Thanks, Erastus.
We are such a good team. Like, imagine what would happen if we just ditched these guys.
Yeah, I mean, I could do Ceremony again if my husband died. What?
Conspicuous silence from Sven. It's getting pretty late. You guys probably want to make camp. Day 1 is drawing to a close.
We'll find a good spot kind of out of the way with enough cover in case there's like an overnight snow flurry.
Is anyone taking watch?
I'll take one.
I'll take one. I'll take first watch, and then you can take second watch because you only sleep 4 hours anyway.
Erastus, you're taking first watch. You hear a rustle among the branches at the outskirts of your camp.
We don't know anybody named Russell.
All right.
Oh.
That's a demerit for Dana.
That was also pretty good. No, that was pretty good.
I support it, Dana.
Thanks.
She would.
I am gonna roll investigation
Yeah, great. Perfect.
with advantage.
Yep.
It's a 14.
You notice a shadow in the woods, and your innate nature sense clues in on 4 paws.
Oh, it's the little guy. There was no getting away from him. Come here, buddy. And because then I remember that he's in cat form, I crouch down and make myself small and start walking towards the rustling 4 paws. I'm like, here, kitty.
The rustling stops cold as soon as you make a noise and begin moving in its direction. As you scan your area with your red lamp, you catch the glint of reflection from a pair of eyes watching you.
Sagan. Sagan. Come on out. I got snacks.
No movement.
I'm gonna roll investigation again.
DC 12.
It's a good thing I have an advantage on that. Barely, 13.
With the 13, you do see the outline of a shape of a cat, but it is not as muscular as Sagan is.
Oh, I know who this is. Anvig. Anvig. Come here, Anvig.
As you creep closer, calling for Anvig, an animal leaps out of the brush at you. It is a patchy, starving crag cat.
I block.
Well, let's roll to hit. It's going to try to claw you. It rolled a nat 1, so you not only block it, you catch it.
Excellent.
How big is this crag cat? What's a crag cat look like?
Well, actually, it is pretty big. It's large.
Oh. Erastus is size class medium, so this cat is bigger than him.
I don't like that.
Well, I grab him and kind of like a keto or judo him to the ground and like hold him and hold on to him and yell, guys, everybody awake now. There's a murder cat. And I really focus on holding this animal down, and I am going to cast Enlarge Reduce
Shrink it.
Your favorite.
to reduce this cat.
Hell yeah.
Okay, I will do a save. That's a Constitution save. Plus 3.
That's the word I was looking for.
Roll a 13, 14, 15, 16. Sorry. Stays big.
I stay holding on.
Are you all going to get up?
Yeah, I'm getting
I mean,
up.
if he starts yelling, yeah.
Okay, let's roll initiative.
Woo!
So, at this moment, Tohri enters the fray, and you see Erastus barely holding down a cat that's larger than he is.
If only we had a large cat on our side.
Is changing an action or a bonus action?
It is an action.
Okay. So I will not do that then. I will just attack it. I'll pull out my short swords and get in there for some stabbing.
Your rage has, why not rip its neck out?
Can do that with a sword.
That's stupid.
A 14 to hit.
14 does hit.
So that is a total of 19 damage.
You sneak up on this scene. You pull your short sword and you bury it in the flank of the cat, immobilizing it on that side.
Excellent. Actually, could I use my bonus action to attack again?
Yep.
I'll just like rip the sword out and then try and, as it's sort of like squirming in Erastus's hold, give it another stab for an additional 7.
You do it again. With this stab, the cat gives out a squeal that you have never heard a cat make before.
So I'm going to assume that I can't use my light crossbow
You can at disadvantage because you're close, but you can use it
for my hand crossbow as opposed to my light crossbow.
because it's a ranged weapon.
Because it's a ranged weapon and you're at melee distance.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind then.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. With my melee options, I have good stats on all of them. I'm trying to decide if I want to dagger or ram them.
So for ramming, don't you need to have some distance to run up?
I mean, I could just...
Oh, yeah.
You could headbutt. That's true. That's true.
No, I'll just go for the dagger.
Do a stab.
Do a stab.
Do a stab. You deserve it.
22.
Oh my gosh.
To hit.
You stab your dagger. You're going to kill this cat. Where do you want to stab him?
Right in the heart. Or I'm going to slit his throat. Is it more baller to slit his throat?
What do you feel when your heart is right?
If you do heart, you could still make like a cape out of his.
That's what I'm thinking. That's what I was thinking.
You know, the throat is kind of like you want to leave that intact.
I'm going to stab him right in the heart.
You pull your dagger, and although you've got him in a wrestling hold, the moment you release and you feel his muscles engaged to run away, you plunge your dagger into his heart, and it goes stiff for a moment and then falls into a steaming mass in the snow.
Good night, my sweet prince or princess who's looked under the tail.
Okay, so to roleplay this, Gentry woke up, walked outside her tent, saw Erastus kill a cat, goes back inside her tent and goes to bed. I feel like this also recently happened with a moose. Gentry's like,
I'll straighten up and pull my sword free and double check Erastus to make sure he's not dying. He seems fine. And say, what happened? Why did you wake us all up? You were being attacked by a cat. What happened?
There was a cat in the bushes. And not a cat that is one of your children. So it got got.
It get got.
We murdered it. Teamwork. High five?
I'm going to do a walk around to make sure there's no other ones.
At this point, what do I want to roll to
What do you want to find out?
learn about these cats? To learn about these cats and their behaviors.
Why don't you give me a nature check?
Ooh. Oh, yes. That was a nat 20 with a
Holy
plus
shit.
6.
Dang.
Shut up. With a nat 20, I will read you the description of this cat.
Aw, snap.
The creature, referred to in Northlander lore as the hunter of men, is a sure-footed predator that can be found anywhere except the deep forest, preferring to patrol ledges and cliffs near the mountains. Its cry resembles a human scream of terror. It often elicits such sounds from its victims, for it prefers human flesh to all other fare. Crag cats blend in with their surroundings. During winter, their fur turns white to blend in with the snow. At other times of year, their fur is gray, enabling them to hide among the rocks more easily. The crag cat knows its territory, and often attacks when its prey is asleep, exhausted, or otherwise weakened. Although crag cats are typically encountered singly, they can be found in family groups of 2 parents and 1d4 small non-combat cubs in the spring, or in hungry packs in severe winter weather.
Can I go with Tohri? And I want to do a survival check because my survival check allows me to follow tracks and find a trail.
Sure.
Guys, are we getting a crag kitten?
I think we're pretty far from spring.
No, but I've got something you can make another sleeping bag out of, Martha, and I throw the corpse at Martha.
That's a 26 survival.
This is like the most nat 20s or like 20 plus rolls we've ever gotten, and it's all garbage.
And it's all for garbage.
Nah.
All right, so with that enormous roll on your survival
Do I
check,
see any other tracks and when we're doing the perimeter check besides this one?
not only do you not see any tracks, this cat is skinny as fuck.
So it didn't make any track
You can guess that it ventured this far away from the cliffs for food,
because it was so hungry.
and now it's dead.
Poor little guy.
Now it is food.
It's probably not worth eating.
Now it is food.
I tell everyone that.
Place looks clear.
I still need to go to sleep.
Are you going to go to sleep?
Yeah, I would like to.
Roll divinity.
What was that?
Give me a divinity roll.
I have a question. When I open myself up to prayer, do I still regain my spell slots if I'm snoozing?
Your long rest will always restore your spell slots.
Okay, even if I get like a dream invader?
Yeah.
Okay, that's you.
You might wake up with exhaustion.
That's you.
I am the dream invader.
Kind of exhaustion.
While Gentry's doing that, I'll help Erastus butcher whatever is available of this cat for food.
It's a 20 not natural.
Your divinity check was a 20, not natural.
Because I have +2 divinity, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What does Gentry dream about when she falls asleep?
Gentry would like to dream about being on the road with her wagon. She would like to dream about sunshine. She's grateful for the warmth that she's been able to create, but she wants real warmth, like sunshine. And so a lot of her dreams are like a bit frolicky in nature. And she would like to eat a big bowl of pasta. And she can like smell it, like just like hearty, buttery pasta. I think when she does dream tonight, it's got some weird cats, just a lot of cats probably in it. There's been a lot of cats in her life lately, and she's not used to that. She is having some anxiety dreams too. Her teeth might be falling out. She's probably a little self-conscious
This is a
about
lot
her.
for one dream.
I mean, my dreams are a lot. My dreams are like,
I believe that fully. Absolutely.
so yeah, I mean, in a perfect world, Gentry's dreaming about frolicking and eating pasta with her friends and loved ones and family, and all of her teeth are intact, and the only cats that are there are cats that don't want to kill her.
With your very high divinity roll, that entire stream of consciousness path of visions and feelings that you just described, they come to pass one by one. You're seated at the head of your caravan. Next to you is your mother, and she smilingly hands you a bowl of pasta, and you tuck into that
Road pasta!
while children frolic and laugh and spin a hoop like it's the 1950s around your cart. But you notice something else. Your heart almost extends from your chest, and gossamer wisps through the air, past the edges of your dream, through the ether, and each one vibrates with prayer. Roll insight.
Okay, it's a 9.
With a 9, this is the first time that you've noticed these threads extending from you. This is actually kind of the first time you've been noticeably conscious in your own dream, other than the time that you wandered into Annie's.
Which I rolled a natural 1, so that I just got to ride that dream party out as a guest.
Imagine threads pulling forth from your heart and extending miles away.
Can I pull on them? Follow one? I'll pull on one.
Give me a D4 roll.
2.
With a 2.
2.
You decide to tug on one kind of small thread, but it's got a few that are heading in the same direction. And you tug, and as you tug, you're lifted off the wagon and through the air, past the boundaries of your own dream, into an ethereal space, and you find yourself in the dreams of a halfling. It's someone you've never met before, but their heart is glowing, as if they know who you are.
Someone's read my seed.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I don't like that at all.
They're weaving something very happily. It's a red scarf.
Can I do anything to the thread? Does like pulling it make them feel my presence? Does the tug make them feel me?
Yes, absolutely. With confidence, you step into their dream, and they notice you there. It's a young woman, slender, with big Coke bottle glasses on.
Oh.
And she says, "Oh, Gentry." And she bows her head, and she says, "Does this mean that I've done well?
You've done amazing.
Are you really here, or am I just dreaming?"
Yes. I think, yes, I'm really here, and we're dreaming. That's a beautiful scarf.
I made it for you, based on the one on the shrine.
Oh no, they gave her a shrine.
I really don't like this at all.
Rami made one. Rami made one before he got sacrificed.
It's beautiful. Would you like me to wear it?
Really? You would wear something that I made?
Absolutely. It's cold, and I would be an honor to wear it. Thank you.
She hands you the scarf.
I wrap it around me and I say, "It's perfect. Thank you for working so hard on this for me. Promise me you'll stay safe. Promise me that you'll keep doing good. I don't know how you've heard about me, but I thank you. Thank you for your faith."
The shrine. There's the shrine where the honeyfucker was.
Was?
It's all underground, but you have followers in Bryn Shander.
What happened to the honeyfucker?
Well, they arrested the owner. You know, they took Elfie away and they sacrificed him. He died for you.
I know, but what, is the honeyfucker still there?
The building is.
Okay. I did not want to have to be the bearer of that bad news. That would not have gone over very well.
What bad news?
If the honeyfucker wasn't there, do you know Erastus? He would have been so mad.
Are you with Erastus?
I am.
Some people think that maybe Martha kidnapped him.
Maybe what about? What? Who? What?
The rumors are that Martha might have kidnapped him.
Martha who?
Martha Sinclair.
Oh, I have not seen her. We don't know where Martha is.
Good.
But she's not bad, also.
The dream is beginning to fade around her.
When you say you're underground, where are you? Where's underground? How many of you are there? Are you all in all of the 10 towns?
There's and she's fading away, and as she's fading, she says, there's like 10 or 12 of us.
Okay, that's great.
Some people, there's different members at the meetings every week. I don't know.
Thank you. It was so nice to meet you. I forgot your name. I love the scarf.
And she's gone.
Blabbermouth and even in your dreams, Gentry.
So I have a new scarf.
Roll divinity on that scarf.
Yeah. You see, Finny, check on that.
Roll high, 18 or above.
It's only an 8.
Well, you've got yourself wrapped in the scarf for now, but it won't follow you out of the dream.
Oh, I want to take things from my dreams, like pasta.
Don't we all, though, honestly?
Mostly the pasta, and I guess this dumb scarf someone made for me.
As you clutch your scarf and you stare in the direction where she disappeared, behind you...
No. I don't.
Well done, Godling.
I don't turn around. And I say, "Thank you. What are you doing here?"
I was in the neighborhood.
How'd you find me?
So many questions. You just answered one of your own. You should be so proud. You discovered something for yourself. How does it feel?
I don't like you.
Are you still with your back towards her?
Yeah. I'm gonna turn around at a dramatic moment. Just waiting for it. I'm looking at my scarf and admiring it.
You hear her voice getting closer as she speaks.
I sigh, annoyed. Ugh. I'd like to go back to my tent now. You're always in the way.
Such an attitude, she says right over your shoulder, and you're whipped up into the air. Your hands are bound to your sides by no visible force, just force alone.
Like, wow, you're really sensitive.
She rotates you to look at her.
I'm sorry, just do we have to roll for sexy?
Ah.
I don't think she thinks this is sexy. Gentry doesn't think this is sexy.
She might not, but
Did she use rope?
No rope.
She just wrapped me up in...
Brain rope.
Mind you.
brain rope.
I think we got to roll for sexy.
Roll for sexy.
Who? Me?
Yeah.
We're turning around back on you. We're unionizing against the DM.
Like, how erotic is this being lifted into the air? Because it sounds hot to me.
Yeah.
She is Asmodeus.
It's an 18.
Okay.
pretty sexy.
Go on.
It's pretty sexy.
Go on.
That's pretty sexy.
From behind, too. Hot.
She rotates you to look at her.
Sploosh.
She's quite a bit taller than you, so you're picked up in the air, eye to eye with her, but your feet are not touching the ground.
And I'm going to say, I think you should know that none of us know how to even say your name.
I'm not bothered by what you all decide to call me. My followers know very well what to call me.
So do mine.
Really? All 10 of them?
12 to 14.
Cute. And she makes a gesture and plops you into a chair.
If that's just so cute, then why are you here bothering me? I'm obviously not that much of a threat. Why are you being so dramatic and extra?
It's not about the threat. Have you considered my offer?
I have not, because it's a stupid offer.
I don't think you're taking this seriously, Godling.
I don't think you know my values, Asmodeus.
Let me make something very clear.
Go on.
Okay.
You, and she steps closer to you, looming over you, are made of me. You are mine.
You're not my mom.
Oh, it's so much closer than that. You will serve me, or it will go very badly for you.
You can't coerce me into following you. That's not how it works. And how do you keep finding me?
Maybe I could use an assistant.
Okay, get one.
Daisy? And in a blip, your mother appears.
Ooh.
And she says, "Oh, where am I? Gentry, is that you?"
I try and break out of her stupid god rope wisps that aren't sexy anymore at all.
Roll divinity.
17
What are you rolling for divinity?
plus 2. I have my own divinity stat now.
She gets a separate special ability for divinity.
But it's a d20.
It's a 22 for her, so you stay bound. She says, "Daisy, won't you come here, please?" And Daisy walks over cautiously. And Asmodeus places an arm gently around her shoulder and says, "There's plenty that I can do that doesn't involve forcing you to do anything." She pulls her closer.
Do I see a thread to Daisy? Do I have a thread to Daisy? Are all my heart threads there?
Roll investigation with advantage.
I rolled 2 5s.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Okay, plus nothing.
It's impossible to tell. When you were sat down in the chair and were cut off from your powers by Asmodeus, you also can barely sense your heartstrings. And she says, maybe what you require is a little demonstration. And she palms Daisy's head like a basketball.
No!
Daisy says, Gentry? And Asmodeus cracks her neck, twists, and pulls her head off of her body.
Did you just kill my mom?
The body drops to the ground, and she holds the head. She turns the neck towards her face and sticks out her tongue. No, I won't. But then she does like it. And she drops the head.
And I try and get out again.
She rushes forward, pulls you close to her, you're nose to nose, and she says, do not take me lightly. And she thrusts you away, and you are back in your tent.
Don't think I got a long rest after that, did I?
You can go back to sleep.
If you can.
I mean, no, I've got the cold sweats and I hold my knees like this and I just sit there and I try and open myself up to prayer from my mom, from Daisy, and see if I can get a prayer from her.
Amazing. Give me a divinity roll.
Natural 20.
Hey.
With a natural 20, you desperately search. You grope among the threads that are connected to your heart like the threads of a loom. And you find Daisy's. It's slender, it's thin. You've never answered her prayer before. But with desperation, you pull on it, you follow it, and you find Daisy. Asleep in a bed, in a wagon that you recognize as hers.
Okay, I breathe a sigh of relief, and I'm terrified to go back to sleep. It doesn't matter if I dream about pasta. Asmodeus can still find me there. I do want to go back to sleep, but just like relief and overwhelm send me into like catatonic slumber. And I think I actively don't want to dream. Silence. No pasta.
No pasta.
This episode was brought to you by Quantic.com.
Quantic Bank is a fully digital CDFI bank that is basically all the benefits of a credit union, but you can be from anywhere. They have a ton of non-traditional mortgage options to basically help anybody try and get a house. Quantic's goal is to make sure that everyone can achieve the dream of homeownership, which is something that is really not that accessible right now, considering the economy.
And that's what Quantic does. Quantic works for their customers. They want people that may have a hard time finding a mortgage or a loan from a traditional bank get funding for their dreams, whatever those dreams may be. They can do a mortgage for people that don't necessarily have a social security number or don't work a 9-to-5 who work in the gig economy. They take those high yield deposits and they turn them into homes and small business loans for people just like you, creatives who need creative solutions for banking.
So if you're interested, go to Quantic.com, that's QUONTIC.com, and look into their non-traditional loans.
Morning comes, day 2 of your travel.
I would like to take a rest after I did my watch.
Yeah, you get a long rest. I'm going to assume that probably one of you guys, maybe Tohri took over for you. I don't want to attack you with shit all the time, so I'm just going to cut ahead.
Cool. I would like to make whatever size item the DM allows with the skin of the floofy cat.
Yeah.
I would like to make a white pimp coat.
Amazing.
Because it's a big creature, right?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Does it have the head on top?
Yes.
With the
it's
bangs?
got a hood. Yeah.
Oh boy.
And I'm going to give it to Sven because he does not have the protection from cold that we have.
Oh.
He accepts it from you. This is a very moving gift, Erastus.
You know,
He looks really troubled.
roll insight.
I probably should have just told you. I mean, he looks troubled. That's your insight. Like, that's...
I like that in this game we never ask anyone like, hey, what's troubling you? It's let me roll insight. Let me see if I can read his mind.
Yeah, like
Nobody ever asks anybody how they're feeling. That's not how we roll.
Hopefully you guys bring that into the real world.
I think after seeing her mother decapitated, I would be like, hey, hey, Martha.
Yeah.
I say, I'm really sorry about the whole making a mockery of your trauma with Malachi. I didn't mean it to land that way. I'm sorry. I understand now better. I'm really sorry. And I just hand her coffee and I say, sorry. And I walk away without even trying to chatter more.
And what about me? I'm sitting right next to Martha at the goddamn fucking next to this fire.
I will also say it to everybody. I'll just hand everybody coffee and I'll just very quietly say, I'm sorry about the whole thing. I didn't realize how awful that would be. I'm just really sorry. Please forgive me. And I just hand everybody coffee and then I go back into my tent.
I'm going to go into Gentry's tent.
Good thing she didn't wait for an answer from me, I say as I sip my coffee.
You know, Gentry, my uncle Benjamin once told me, great power comes great responsibility. but Martha says this with a straight face. And, you know, I think it's going to be really cool when you develop more of your necromancy stuff. But yeah, there's some like weird like politics and like feelings and stuff. And just like, I appreciate that you're aware of it. Is it because of the cat? Did it make you think of like a childhood cat or something?
No, I know y'all don't believe me, but I get these dreams. By the way, I got one last night, and in it, Asmodeus killed my mom. Also, I did find out that I have a few more followers, and I know you don't believe, but I did say that you aren't a fugitive.
Gentry, I believe that you have dreams and that you have followers. I just don't know if I believe that they're... That's not the point. So I'm a fugitive? Like, for real? Like, other people think this, not just that?
Yeah, I mean, all of Bryn Shander thinks you're a fugitive.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Wait, so is your mama... Was it real?
So, you know how this demigod thing has happened? And you know how people pray to gods? I don't know if you're religious, but that's a thing.
Oh, I'm agnostic.
The agnostic paladin.
So I can feel a connection to the people who have faith in sort of what I'm doing out here. And I could feel a connection to my mom, even though I saw Asmodeus rip her head off and lick her skull. Or her neck hole?
Wait, time out. Did that actually happen?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Jess is bullying me into not doing necromancy.
That's your takeaway.
It's one of them. It's a nuanced response.
So, hey, Gentry, this is the good news. Asmodeus is scared of us. Like, Asmodeus would not be playing fucking mind games with you if Asmodeus didn't think we have a chance.
That's what I told her. She's very, very intimidating.
Oh, I bet.
I don't know how she finds me, and I feel like I'm a liability, and I don't want y'all to leave me out in the snow, because I'm a worthwhile member of the party most of the time. And I promise not to raise any ex-assassins unless you say it's okay. Mostly I just want to maybe do some skeletons that we don't ever know.
Okay, well, I'm glad your mom's okay. Glad you understand why people are sensitive about their dead loved ones now.
Is your mom dead?
Not that I know of.
Where is your family?
Well, they're on the outside, so I haven't talked to them in a long time. We didn't really keep in great touch. They were pretty mad at me for making everyone hate us with some of my stories. So,
You got any brothers or sisters?
no, I think I'm clearly an only child.
I bet your parents miss you. They're just
Yeah, I mean, I understand why they wanted to distance themselves from me. I was getting like a lot of death threats. I mean, still I am.
A lot. Yeah, no, I can't confirm that.
Yeah.
Hey, will you, at some point maybe help me smooth things over with Erastus?
You know, I think if there's something I've learned about Erastus and I is something that we have in common. We're just both like...
Really pretty.
Well, obviously, thank you. Thanks. I was worried. Erastus said to me, and I thought maybe I wasn't pretty for a little bit. Maybe that's why Tohri's being weird, but okay. You know, Erastus and I, we just like are pretty literal about like promises and things. And so I think just remember that. I think that'll help when you try to smooth things over.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, 100%.
All right, good talk. My shower is getting cold, so I'm gonna get back out there.
Okay, bye. Okay,
Bye.
While they're doing that out in by the fire with all the dudes, like Martha just follows her, and Tori's like, "What's that about?"
It's a good thing she didn't stick around for my answer because I am not ready to hear it.
Yeah, she seemed pretty beat up. What happened?
Were you not here for the necromancy?
No, they remember yesterday when the dead guy that was in the bag.
She didn't seem very apologetic yesterday.
So what changed?
That's what I'm asking. She has done that thing, you know, where like she freaks out in the morning because she's had like a crazy dream.
Isn't that just a thing women do?
Okay.
I'm with Sven on this one.
Sven.
Yeah, when the bitches aren't shopping, they're just dreaming.
Okay, but
Sorry,
like,
am I the only one who's been punched for cheating on someone in their dream?
no.
No.
But I do think Gentry's a little crazy.
Okay.
But I kind of do think that she's getting real visions.
Really?
I don't know about
Listen,
that.
when everything was going down in Lonelywood, Anvig said that she like saw Gentry projected herself there. Like she did something when they were all locked up.
So my only concern about this, Tohri, is that I don't like listening to people's dream stories.
Okay.
They're generally more rambling than the
fair.
regular stories. And as a tavern owner, I've listened to a lot of rambling in the last 4-ish years that I remember. I don't want to take these dreams seriously. I will take them seriously going forward because I respect your opinion, Tohri.
Maybe she'd stop rambling. She felt listened to.
I don't know if that's true. I think
Sven, you're up. You're up. The next time Gentry goes in a ramble, Sven, you're in charge of taking notes and turn it into bullet points for the rest of the crew because it is a lot of information.
I thought I made you a nice gift. Why are you doing this to me?
I thought I made you my nice gift.
should I just leave you alone? Like, should I go?
What?
I look innocent and handsome at Tohri.
All
And
right.
Sven looks not innocent and handsome.
All right. Maybe we can just ask for, the important stuff. If she got any kind of weird visions or whatever, we can say, is there anything relevant? Just kind of streamline it,
Okay.
At what point does Martha come back to the fire?
It's a good time.
I pop up and sidebar Martha. So what was that all about?
Gentry had a vision. Good news. Also bad news. What do you want first?
Bad news, always.
Bad news is Asmodeus abso-fucking-lutely is coming for us and deeply traumatized Gentry in her dream last night.
Okay, so let's put a cherry on that shit sandwich.
So the good news is Asmodeus wouldn't be fucking with us this much if Asmodeus wasn't scared. So we're close.
Time to ford that ice river.
See,
Not looking forward to
it's
this
a
one,
C.
but whatever. Does that make it better or worse, Tohri?
worse.
God damn it. I hate getting my hooves wet. Thanks for coming with us on this journey through the rhyme of the Frostmaiden?
You got there.
Thanks for coming with us on this oral adventure.
We're done.
Well, we take on the deadliest god of them all, Asmodeus. Make sure to listen next week. And if you want even more of that ass blasting action,
No. I draw the line in ass blasting.
Thank you all so much for joining us on this.
Ryan, I will make sandwich come out of your nose.
Yeah, she means it too. If you value your life, stop disrupting.
Thank you so much for joining us on this episode of I Seduce the Dragon. If you would like, you can rate and review or follow us on any of our social medias. You can find us at ISTD Pod pretty much everywhere. We also have a Patreon if you are interested in becoming one of our best friends and supporting the show. We'll be back in 2 weeks. See you then.